This is breaking news.
Mayor de Blasio is giving an update on the coronavirus pandemic in New York City. Let's go to it now.
About small businesses that are part of the life of our neighborhoods that we depend on so much, how many of them are threatened right now, and that's particularly true in communities of color. We need to do everything we can to help save small businesses, neighborhood businesses all over the city and help bring them back as we fight back against the coronavirus. So I want to talk about that, and I'm joined by some very special guests today who will talk about that as well. But first, I got to talk about the news out of Washington. The Republicans in the U.S. Senate presented their version of a stimulus plan, but I have to say to Majority Leader McConnell, not much of a stimulus there. In fact, I would call it a non-starter. This plan literally provides zero support for state and local governments that are fighting through this crisis, that are struggling just to keep basic services going, to provide the health support people need, to make sure that our first responders and our healthcare heroes will still have their jobs to keep serving us. It slashes, literally, this stimulus plan from the Republicans slashes unemployment benefits at the point where people need them more than ever. It ignores entirely the extent of the hunger crisis. And we know right now in the city, almost 2 million New Yorkers need food at some point or another in the week, and we're providing food for free to all New Yorkers who need it. 100 million meals served so far for free. The Republican Senate plan just doesn't work. And it certainly fails places that have been hit hardest by the coronavirus, like New York City. So again, this plan will not work. It is a non-starter. It literally misses the opportunity to help us fight back, fight this disease, restart our economy. This plan will not help us do that, and we need to see something much better. Once again, the President of the United States remains silent on the topic. We need to fight for a much better, much clearer stimulus. And in the end, think about it now. Think about the first responders, the healthcare heroes. Think about the teachers. Think about the sanitation workers, all the people we depend on who right now don't know if they're going to have their jobs in the future. The very people who fought through this crisis and saved us don't know what the future looks like, not only here, but all over the country. And there is no new revenue coming. So unless this stimulus happens in Washington on the level we need it to, we won't be able to save the jobs that deserve to be saved. We won't be able to restart our economy. The analogy that I would say is this is like the Republicans in the Senate saying they have a fire truck and they go to a burning building and they park the fire truck in front of the burning building, but they refuse to hook up the hose and put out the fire. That's what this plan says to us. It says they aren't interested in actually solving the problem.